Is it time to build a chicken house? I'm Alan Reynolds with Southland Organics. We're here today with Tucker West, and whether you're helping your father-in-law grow chickens and now you want to do your own houses, or maybe you're just kind of dabbling in this and you've got 10 houses, you want to build a couple more. Just want to talk about some of the things that are going on right now, 2021, on what it takes to build a house. So anyway, Tucker, you've been growing for your father-in-law, helping him out for a while, right?
I have. Going on a little over a year now.
Okay.
About a year and a half. Graduated from Georgia back last spring and come right back to the farm after that.
What was your degree in?
Ag business.
That's what I was thinking. So, yeah, it's just kind of a natural fit.
It has fit pretty well.
Yeah, and now you've played with these chickens. Now you want to maybe do it your own. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people are thinking about, do I add a couple of more, or, hey, I want to get and do my own. So what's been some of the hassle? Let's pretend pre-COVID, because that's what we want to get into, some of the impact that it's had. You're going to build 4 houses.
That's correct.
So,
4 66 by 700s.
700s.
700 foot.
Mega.
They are the mega houses. The very first thing is getting that letter of intent from that grower if you're a newcomer, so to speak. Got the letter of intent from Harrison. Really, Joey told me, he said, once you get that letter, he said, it's just the phone calls come out the woodwork. And he was right. Several people called me, and I didn't have to search out for that. But and then we just kind of jumped into getting quotes and getting bids and talking with different people and kind of talking with other growers that just built the same size houses too, to see who did their work, who did the best job, and different things such as that.
So what are probably some of the different maybe upscale equipment compared to what growers, what are some things they're going to have to put in, lighting or different nowadays?
Some of the cool pads will actually be bigger. Some of the vents will be bigger. The turbo mate, so right now I think he has what they call a chick mate in there, and this will be a turbo mate. He has some Rotom equipment. We'll have Chortronics, but for the most part, I'd say it's about 50-50 is the same as what he'll have plus what we'll, new.
Are you allowed to make the decisions, or is it?
You have what they call the specs that your integrator will give you, and it'll be basic, but there is some flexibility to them. So if it's in the specs, then yes, you got to do it. There is a little bit of room for flexibility as far as add-ons or different things like that that you can choose to add in.
Sure. When were you projected to get started?
We started getting bids and taking quotes first part of October.
Okay.
Took about 2 months to get that started, and then we started the bank loan process and got moving with that, and we were ready to start moving dirt probably about March. When
this past March. Okay.
March 21.
21.
And with the uprising costs and everything, that's when we slowed down.
Okay, you and I were talking, and I'm thinking in my mind, I was like, okay, well, I know wood prices have gone up because I hear, contractors and stuff, but let's tell the people, what all is it really impacting?
Wood was up last fall when we started getting bids, but it was fluctuating enough to where it was still doable. We could still cash flow and, still feasible.
Yeah.
Going from the end of last year into this year, we saw more of an increase in materials and metal, which put it kind of over the top, so to speak, and put it to where, it wasn't going to cash flow anymore, and we had to pump the brakes a little bit until this stuff comes down.
The bank actually shut you down, didn't
That's
it? Said, no, they looking out for them and looking out for you.
That's right.
So, you got to be thankful of that, but man, how frustrating on dealing with that. So, do they give a projection? Nobody knows. Like you said, it's $1 million question, but is there any idea?
Some say that things will come down this summer. We don't know how much. Hopefully it'll be enough to get back working on it, but like you said, that's the $1 million question. We'll find out.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Let's say they were to say today, all right, wow, prices immediately went back to normal, so we're going to start moving dirt tomorrow. What is the projected, how long will it take to build these 4 mammoths?
For us, the way we had it figured, with us starting to break ground in March, we were projected to have birds by the end of this year.
Oh, really?
So you're looking at a 8 to 10 month process.
Okay. But you would have been ready. I mean, that's 8 to 10, and you'd be ready for placement.
That's correct.
So that's turnkey. Okay.
It's pretty fast. It's a lot quicker than we had thought, but they said things would move fairly quick. So,
are there a lot of, obviously not now, but like when you were talking about it, and basically at the end of COVID or into 2020, were they backed up? Is there a lot of people doing this right now, or is it kind of, but even before all the price?
They had a lot of new construction going on, not just from what I could hear up into northeast Georgia with different integrators. I had an equipment guy, salesman, tell me that he had 16 projects going on, 16
Really?
Different houses.
Really? What was the average of those? About 4 house, like yours, 4 house farms?
I'm not sure. I know different integrators ask for different size
Sure.
farms, so
Sure.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
scale base how that was. But I know they had 16 pads that were built when everything got shut down.
Well, that's enlightening. I think that's a lot to swallow if you're about to build a house. You might better weigh these options, maybe just hang in there. So hopefully that was a little enlightening. Probably the last thing I'd like to maybe ask you this is, why do you want to build your own houses? I'm not you want to make your own money, but what maybe drove you to just go, you know what, I'm just going to kind of do my own thing?
I enjoy being on the farm. It's something that I grew up doing, not necessarily chickens, but just being on the farm. And after graduating college, I knew that I would love to be back on the farm if possible, and chicken houses were going to give me that opportunity. Yeah. I did an internship with Extension during college and enjoyed that, and thought a lot of that program. But being on the farm is what I enjoy, and looking for that opportunity to be able to stay here if I can.
That's probably the thing that, I hear from all growers. I mean, especially antibiotic-free environment in the last few years, a lot more hassles. But everybody goes back to, hey, I'm pretty much my own boss.
Right.
I got my kids that help me, put out feed, my wife, So it's a family thing. So it's a way of life that seems to be cool.
It's a lifestyle, not a job.
Yeah. Well, Tucker, I appreciate it. And thank you for these things. And, if you got any questions, and maybe, I know I'm not building no chicken house, so you ask me, I can get to Tucker and go, hey, what about this? But, yeah, if you do have any questions or anything we can help you with, give us a call at 1-800-608-3755, or you can email me, alan@southlandorganics.com. And remember, if you build it, they will come. See ya.